Hey, what's going on today, guys? Chris here. I want to share a little bit today about why implementing a one workout for 45 minutes and it's one set till failure, why adding this into your life is going to greatly improve the quality of your life. So, there is nothing more silly than going to the gym for the whole entire week to gain the same result as someone who goes for 45 minutes a week. Okay? You do not gain more discipline. You only gain more doubt because there is nothing more doubtful than getting up and doing something over and over and over when you achieve the same result as someone who does it in far less time. Now, the thing that I want to share with you is that you do not want to become someone who is a nerd about the gym or the workouts are the focus of their life. When you go talk to somebody, for instance, who is a very knowledgeable person in a particular field, let's say it's science or something, they are typically a very, very boring type of person. And the reason why they're boring is because they do nothing else. Or I'll give you another example, a video game player. If they only play video games, they are typically a very boring and uninteresting person because there is nothing but that one thing going on in their life. Okay, the same thing happens to people who go to the gym, all right? They become insufferable and very, very sick to be around because that is a mental disease. You are now infatuated with one thing. Now, that's okay to be infatuated with one thing if it's like your goal. But the thing is, sometimes we miss the forest for the trees and forget why we are there, okay? Why did I join the gym? I joined the gym to be better to be around, have more confidence. I wanted more dating options. I wanted to have a good outlook on life. I wanted to be fun. I wanted to be lively. And it feels great to go out and to be able to know that, let's say, if I want to go jump in the river, I can just take my shirt off because I've been walking in the sun for 30 minutes a day and now I'm tan and I can do that. As opposed to, okay, I'll jump in there with my shirt, and since I'm not comfortable, I have to stay inside all the time and I'm overweight, so I'm pale, and this isn't going to be fun for anyone, including me. Look, guys, people sense that stuff immediately, and you need to start to realize, hey, look, you aren't that person just because that is how you think other people view you, okay? Well, guess what? Once you start putting in a little bit of work, and I really am talking a little bit of work, your whole world changes. Your whole outlook changes. You basically start to see opportunities where before you were in your head thinking about what other people would think about it. Like if you see, for example, someone you would like to talk to, or for example, something funny happens and you want to make a funny comment about it, guess what? You now speak up because you now have that internal confidence and there's nothing that you could say that you would care if what other people thought about it. But if, for example, you are unfit and unregimented and undisciplined, then yeah, you are going to be concerned about what other people think. And the funny thing is like a lot of this is it's almost like hard to articulate for people, but you don't want to become this nerd whose life focuses around something when really the whole point of doing the activity was to gain something from it, okay? So the things outside of life are why you go to the gym, not because the gym is so cool. It's so interesting. Like there's a lot of cool information that you can learn, but do not sit there and just start studying all this stuff, wasting your time, okay? You need to be out, you need to be active, you need to be having a good life. And I'm telling you, when you implement what I'm going to tell you about, and it's very simple too. Basically, the first month you're going to suck. Month 2, you're going to start to get better. By month 3, you basically get this thing and you understand the principles. I'm not saying you're going to be flawless, but you will understand, oh, I did that wrong and why it's wrong. So it's very simple to self-correct and kind of course. As a matter of fact, like I'm in the phase where my six-pack will be coming in very shortly here. And after that, I'm extremely excited for what's maintenance phase. And also maybe I might even go into a little bit of a surplus. And the reason for that is because I know how to lose weight so well now that in just 1 week, 1 day a week, and my correct dieting, that I'm actually confident that I can add 300 to 500 more calories per day. And I might want to just pack on a little bit of muscle because I understand that what I'm building calorically per week, I would only gain a pound of fat per month, right? If I did like 300 calories over, right? But the thing is, I can lose a pound or 2 pounds if I so choose in a, most likely actually two, that's what I'm doing right now, in a week. So I have no fear of overeating to bulk, but I'm going to be so lean that I literally can anything I choose in this avenue, I can alter because I already have the fundamentals understood. But the first priority is getting lean. Okay, it's going to open your world up, guys. People will view you differently. You view yourself differently. Actually, that's really what comes first. You view yourself differently, then other people view you differently. It's kind of backwards how we see things today, and honestly, it's almost like a Freudian slip there because I'd been unfit for, I don't know, maybe 4 years. Wait, yeah, about probably, yeah, 4 or 5 years. Yeah, about four, because I was doing jujitsu too down there, and when I was in Texas. But yeah, so guys, it's really crazy. So just a couple ways to do this at first. Like, why is it so weird at first? Well, first you have to understand some of the principles of the heavy duty lifting program, and basically how can you attain in such a short amount of time. How can you get your muscles to grow? People are like, well, I need to be in the gym longer. I mean, how are my muscles going to grow? They have to be there long. Well, the reason you don't is because lifting weights in the gym doesn't make your muscles grow. Lifting weights in the gym creates a stimulus, which then tells your muscle to grow. So as long as you flip that switch, as long as you're able to tell your muscle, okay, you need to be stronger for next time, then you get out of the gym and you go recover and you will be stronger next time. You don't actually have to be there doing endless sets and reps for God knows what. You actually need to be in the gym for a specific amount of time, doing one set till you absolutely fail. And I'll teach you how to do this. But basically, what you need to understand is once you flip that switch in your muscle, it's time for you to get out and go grow. Okay, and this then becomes about diet. But let's not forget an important fact here. Everything that you do must be journaled. You have to write everything down. Now, I don't care if you're one of these people who say, oh, I just don't like to. I can't. You must write everything. You don't even start to understand concepts until you start writing things down. You have to be able to know exactly what is going in and what is going out and what is being done, what gets basically monitored, gets measured. What is the quote? Some of you can probably fill that one out, but whatever you are writing down, it is what will get done. So for example, when I started, I mean, here, I'll go into it and just literally tell you, here's what it looks like. Okay, my 7th day, cheat day, drank 3 24-ounce beers and had sushi. Oh, here, let's look at this. The 5th day, oh, I had 88 grams of alcohol, around 21.25% of my caloric total value for that day. I had 2,900 calories that day. Okay, so I don't know how much that is because I didn't write exactly how many beers that was. But guys, this doesn't look pretty in the beginning, okay? You ain't gonna be good at any of this stuff, but you have to write it down. You cannot lie to yourself. You basically have to have, look at this. Here's second week, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in, cheat day, 3,300 calories, guys. My maintenance level is 2,700, okay? This, and back then it was probably even less. It's amazing how much happens when you write things down. So first thing is you're gonna get your diet in order, and but really the first week you don't even need to be changing anything. You just need to be writing, okay? You need to be figuring out what you are doing, and then you will figure out how to change it, and I will guide you in that. So even if you're going and bringing to the potluck some bacon cheeseburgers and you had 3 of them, which I could easily do, you better be writing that stuff down, all right? So that's the first thing. And then basically tracking your workouts, okay? So tracking your workouts, writing every single rep, you are going to be improving by 1 every time. So there's a few, this thing is so simple. And then basically it's going to bed earlier, okay? You can write that down too if you want. I mean, maybe that'll help. I haven't done that, but basically you should be writing down your weight every morning. Other than that, this thing is so dang easy. Your freaking 3-year-old could do it.